Welcome to another segment of the 10-Minute POV. I'm joined today by my esteemed colleague, Mike Dowling. Say hi, Mike.
Hey, Chip, how are you?
Good. It's great to see you. We're also joined with our good friends from Worldwide Technologies, Dave Sellers and Jack French. Guys, we've been really looking forward to this conversation for quite some time. So we're super happy to have you on. And what we'd like to do is kick it off, Dave. If you could just give us a little background on yourself, your role with the business, and how long you've been with WWT.
You bet, and thanks for having the session today, guys. We look forward to it as well. So, quick history on me. I've been in the IT software services space for too long, 30 plus years. Joined Worldwide a little over 2 years ago as a general manager of multi-cloud. And we've built up a team over that time frame since and leveraged all of the wonderful products and services and relationship from AWS. As far as the company itself, we're a 30-year-old privately held business, on track to do north of $13 billion this year in revenue. We've got north of 6,000 people around the globe. And so we've been basically a global systems integrator as our profile. And my job and a lot of the people inside the company's roles have changed to really focusing on how do we help our customers go through this wonderful transformation of IT and get them to a multi-cloud and largely public cloud at times environment.
That's excellent, Dave. Now, you mentioned that the business has been around for 30 years. 30 years. Obviously, some things have changed over the course of 30 years. Can you just give us a little insight in terms of where you were just, maybe even 10 years ago and the transformation you've taken to where you are at today?
Yeah, I think if you look back, Chip, 10 years ago, we were largely a systems integrator. We would basically do profiles of storage or compute or networking products. And we've got an advanced technology center that Jack will touch on that we could demonstrate and do bake-offs and proof of concepts. And we made our money in marking up other people's gear and moving it out in a very efficient manner and then doing the professional services that went with those products. And what's happened is, particularly with the likes of AWS showing up in the market with all your offerings, is now customers have too many choices almost, and they have too many new things that they're trying and trying to figure out. And so what we've done is we've created a group of people that are really looking at how to transform people, process, agile, innovation, all those buzzwords, but across a broader scale now because our clients are moving out of data centers into edge, into hybrid, into the public cloud. And there's so many things they can use that they really need some form of a strategic consulting house, which we're playing that role, and then implementing those business outcomes for them. So that's where we've kind of transformed our business, and obviously leveraging your services and people and partnerships has been critical to that.
Excellent. Now, before we dive into that piece, what would you say was the most challenging part of that transformation, going from a largely an integration firm into now leading a good chunk of the business on the back of cloud? What was the biggest hurdle or challenge you had to face making that move?
Yeah, I think, when you're 25-year-old business, you're kind of creature of habit. And I don't mean that just specifically about Worldwide Technology. It's most business. And when you get to a certain size, it's hard to transition and transform. And I think what we've done is we've really gotten from the direct top of the company, from Jim Cavanaugh and Joe Koenig, Mike Taylor, the leadership team, to really buy in that the company needs to switch from being just a quote reseller to much more of a services-led transformational IT consulting business. And once you have that support from the top leadership, it helps all of us get our minds around what the mission and goals are for the next couple of years. And so that's how we've addressed it.
Very good. Very good. Mike, I know you have been dying to probe into this a little bit more. What are you thinking?
Actually, I really wanted to talk a little bit about the impetus behind why we're doing this. I know, Chip, you were looking to take this pandemic that we're dealing with and find a better way to gain visibility and provide visibility for our partners. And I do know that, our partners who are able to provide a strong value proposition, do a really good job of differentiating themselves from all the other partners that are out there in the market space. And let's face it, there's a lot of partners that are out there that the average customer or consumer or even seller, it's hard for them to remember them. And what I'm looking to understand a little bit more about is how you've differentiated yourself with the Outpost labs that you've created, and talk to us a little bit about that, as that may be the differentiator that WWT can be known for.
Dave, I can jump in here and take that one if you want. Yeah, and I think first to frame it properly, our AWS Outpost lab is in an environment that we call the Advanced Technology Center. And so the Advanced Technology Center is hundreds of millions of dollars of investment from WWT into it's essentially a technology playground for our customers to test, try, do benchmarking in, and have really any configuration of on-premises hardware, connectivity into the cloud, edge location with Equinix, any flavor of partner ISV that we want to plug into this data center. We've got the ability to, configure an environment that mimics the customer's either own existing or what they're trying to get to. And we immediately saw that, having an Outpost in the ATC would be a huge differentiator for us, and our customers were demanding it, right? So they're asking us what our opinion is. They're excited about Outpost, but it's a big commitment, right? I mean, it's a 3-year commitment, and they want to make sure that it fits their needs. So WWT acquired an Outpost, we placed it in our Advanced Technology Center, and we've had really great success in demoing and piloting use cases for our customers so they can see what it would look like to actually build a solution on Outpost. And usually it's part of a bigger discussion on, okay, how do I get this environment that I have today in the data center to the cloud? And can we use Outpost as a hybrid temporary location? Will it always be a fixture in our environment? Or, how is it really going to play as we're moving workloads from on-premises into the cloud? So right now we've got a couple of really cool demos that we're building for customers. One is machine learning. We've found that customers have asked us, can we use Outpost as a place to stage large data sets so we're not moving it into the cloud, perform machine learning analytics on top of it, and then just send the metadata and the report and analytics up to dashboards in the cloud and, dump the data when we're done on-prem. And so our business and analytics team, our machine learning and data scientist group at WWT is building a demo and a living lab essentially with Outposts, so our customers can go and spin up really on demand this, mimicked machine learning environment on Outposts in our ATC. So that, along with 50 other use cases that we're getting asked for from our customers, is why we're excited about having Outposts in ATC.
So that's fantastic, Jack. The question that I've got next is, how long has this been operating, and how does this tie into your growth into the cloud? What will this do to impact the mix of business that you have that's going from maybe on-prem and integration to cloud? How is this going to impact it?
Yeah, and as Dave mentioned, I think customers look at us as experts of their data center and traditional networking and hardware and security stacks that they have today. And so when they see Outposts and they see a rack of servers, they assume that WWT would be that expert and trusted advisor to help them understand it, install it in their data center, build solutions around it. And so we wanted to quickly ramp up and build our own expertise around Outposts. And so, again, getting an ATC was huge, but the way that we see it really helping us enable our businesses, we work with, 70% of the Fortune 100, I think. So we've got these large enterprise customers who, want to move quickly into the cloud, but there's ancient application stacks, or there's just these large environments that, are difficult and complex to move in. And so as they're talking to us about, data center moves, consolidation, colo, changeovers, they want to implement technology that gives them a faster on-ramp into the cloud, and Outpost, I think, is, a perfect use case for that. And so we're already having these conversations about digital transformation and data center migrations and consolidations, and we're able to now, show expertise in Outposts, which gets us even further in with the cloud conversations, and earn trust with our customers that we can support them not only with on-prem, which we have done for years, but now moving them into the cloud as quickly as they can and leveraging new technology like Outpost.
What a great first step, and what an awesome story to share. Chip, do you have anything else you want to ask to help close this out?
Well, funny you should ask. Guys, what we've done, and this is really under the direction of Mike and his desire to expand what we started really with the 10-minute POV and move it into a 3-pillar set of discussions. One is really what inspires leaders to do things that are extremely difficult in pursuit of greatness. And then there's the part that we're doing right now, which is inform. And there's short segments, as you guys know. But we also have a third section called Tech View. And I'm thinking that immediately we need to dive deeper, invest maybe another 20, 30 minutes looking into some of those use cases, Jack and Dave, that you've talked about, not on this segment, but we know are just incredible stories. I think our technology fans out there, maybe there's one or two, would love to hear more about how you architected these solutions. How are you successful in really achieving incredible levels of performance that enabled your customers to do things they never had any imagination as far as the true extent of what they could do. So if you guys would be interested in doing that, we'd love to have you back. Very much so.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
absolutely. I think that just bleeds right into the whole vision and strategy and outcome work we're doing for clients right now, and how your technology at AWS is helping us get there quicker and faster. So I would love to do that.
Beautiful. Dave, Jack, thank you. As always, Mike, thank you. Appreciate it, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was fun.
Thank you very much, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.
You too.